This is a tale from the Salterhebble Locks. No one recorded the names, so I've given them some. They'd been at each other for weeks. Not fists, not yet. Docked payments, delayed cargo, a lock held too long. Early 1800s, along the Calderdale navigation, near Halifax, boatmen were paid by load and timing. If you were late, you paid. If someone said you were late, you paid anyway. Now, records from these waterways, they speak of arguments, of disputed wages, of men falling into dark water. Eli Crowther was the bigger man. Broad shoulders, heavy boots, and a voice that carried across timber and stone. Matthew Shaw, he kept the books for a carrier. Smaller, careful, precise with numbers. Crowther said he'd been shorted. Shaw said the delivery was late. Crowther said the lock had been held against him, and Shaw replied, "Rules are rules." They argued at the beam, at the waterhouse door, and close enough that breath mixed in the cold. Men noticed. No one intervened. Crowther wasn't a man that you stepped between. Then the pub. Low ceiling, ale warming in the glass, smoke sitting thick. Shaw made a remark, too loud and too pointed. Crowther stood slowly. The heat rolled off him. Benches scraped, and conversation thinned. It wasn't a fight. It was a pursuit, but with words. "You'll not call me dishonest." "I called you late." A few laughed. Not many, but enough. Men shifted aside without being asked. No one touched him. Then he left. The door flung open, the cold air rushed in, and the door slammed shut. The room exhaled. Shaw remained, finished his drink, spoke to no one. He always nodded before leaving, always muttered good night, settled his tab out loud. That night, he didn't. No gesture, no word, just gone. Some remembered that later, not at once, later. Morning came pale over Salterhebble Locks, and a boatman spotted something near the timber. It was a coat sleeve, an arm. Matthew Shaw was pulled from the cut, cold and still. Word travelled fast. Crowther arrived for work as usual, boots heavy on the gravel and cap low. He'd heard the news, stopped, just for a breath. Said nothing. A constable asked questions. "You were seen arguing." "We argued." "Did you follow him?" "I left first." There was no marks of violence, whetstone, dark water, ale in the blood. The verdicts came back as verdicts often did then. Misadventure, death by drowning. No charge, no proof. Crowther went home that evening as he always had, and his wife had noticed nothing unusual. He ate and he slept. But in the weeks that followed, something shifted. The loud man grew quieter. He left the pub before disputes swelled. He lifted cargo without complaint. He avoided no one, but he laughed less. Some said he was in shock. Some said it was age. Some said nothing at all. And years later, when men spoke of Shaw, some would always add, "Aye,
and Crowther were never the same after that. Now there's no ghosts at Salterhebble, no figure rising from the mist. Just a stretch of canal where 2 men walked out into the dark and only one walked back.
And if you ever leave without saying good night, make sure that someone remembers the way you went.